Okay, so everyone, this video will show you this pressure cooker which I got from Shopee for 1,300 pesos. Okay, inclusive of shipping. Now, this is not so much as an unboxing video, but more on how a pressure cooker works and how to use it. Okay, because I think I must have met 3 people already that are afraid of using a pressure cooker for fear of exploding. And I'll show you how it works and what to do in order to avoid that from happening. Actually, I opened the box inverted. Anyway, now pull this out. Take it out. Okay. Okay, so Micromatic. Unlatch this. Let's take a look at what's inside. Here we've got, I believe, the handles. Okay. And here we've got an instruction manual. Okay. Okay, so everything's in order. I will now assemble this. Let's see. The rubber seal is already installed. Okay, so let's install the lower handle first. Align the screw here, okay? Tighten that down. So let's do the handle on this side now. Okay, so that's it for the lower half of our pressure cooker. Now, before we actually install this handle on this top lid, okay, I just want to show you something, which is this mechanism, okay? How this works and what this is for. Now, this is actually a safety feature of this pressure cooker. And how this thing works is, this actually works in conjunction with this valve. Okay, see that? So this handle is supposed to be installed here. Now you see that lever protruding, see? Now this lever is supposed to lock itself on here. Okay, now just imagine that the lid is installed. Now once you twist the lid to close the pressure cooker, that lever is going to slide up against that, and then once it locks, that's going to lock itself on there. Okay, I'll show you a better look. Okay, so I hope you can see that. I'll twist this lid. Watch the lever. Lock in place. See that? Now what this lever does is this will lock and prevent you from opening the pressure cooker while it still has pressure in it. Because as soon as pressure is built up inside this pressure cooker, okay, this valve is going to be pushed upwards, okay? And while this is being pushed upwards, that will prevent this lever from being actuated. You see that? Okay, I'll show you. So while this valve is open, you can depress that lever. You see that? Meaning you can open and close the lid. However, just imagine this is pressure pushing up on that valve, okay? I won't be able to depress this lever. Pull that down, meaning pressure has already been released, meaning you can already open the lid. Let me install this rubber seal just so I can show you what I mean. But we will be using compressed air, okay, for safety purposes. Close the lid, see? Now I'll pump in compressed air inside here, okay? Now pay attention to this valve go up, okay? See that? It will go down as soon as pressure is gone. Again, see? I'll do that again, okay? See? Now that will, see? That will prevent you from opening the pressure cooker while there's still pressure inside here, okay? I'll release the pressure. Once that drops, that will now enable you to open the lid. See, that is a safety feature. Well, now be advised, okay? Be advised. Not all pressure cooker has this safety feature, okay? Not all pressure cooker has this safety feature. And it doesn't mean just because you have this safety feature that you should already try to open this up while there's still pressure inside here, okay? While this is intended to prevent you from opening this, it doesn't mean that you should try, okay? So I repeat, while there's still pressure inside here, do not try to open that up. This is just a safety feature to prevent you from doing so, but it doesn't mean that you should do so. So moving on, if you're wondering what these three are for, okay, let's start with these two, okay? These two are safety relief valve. Say for example, if the pressure is too great inside here, this is supposed to release that pressure, and you have two. Now, the safety relief valve is similar to or the same with the safety relief valve that you can find on your air compressor, that should this pressure switch fail, making the compressor to continue pumping, and once the pressure reaches 115 psi or beyond that, this safety relief valve is intended to release that pressure before the pressure causes any harm. So on this pressure cooker, you have two, okay? One here and one here. The only difference with this one is that you can manually lift this to release pressure. But they are both the same, intended to release pressure once or should the pressure becomes too great, okay? The pressure is going to escape through those holes. See that? Now, while these two are safety relief valve, this is a regulatory valve. You see that pointed protrusion inside there, okay? That is supposed to cover this hole, and you just have to stick that in there. And we have springs on there in order to prevent it from just being pulled out, see? Now, the way this thing works is, as pressure is being built up inside the pressure cooker, that pressure is going to want to come out, and it's mostly going to come out from this, okay? So this regulatory valve will prevent that pressure from just coming out. So while you do not want that pressure to just build up inside your pressure cooker, you do not also want it to just come out. So this is what it is for, in order to regulate that pressure. Now let's put this to actual application. I'm not really going to tenderize meat, okay? This is already hot water just to speed up the process. Put the latch, lock it down, okay? Turn on the fire, okay? Now once pressure build up, like I've shown earlier with the compressed air, that valve is going to push upwards, okay? Now I don't know if you can actually see that, but there is steam escaping out of here, okay? Now should pressure already build up, that is going to push this valve upwards, preventing the lid from being open. Okay, so you see that? It went up, sealing the pressure cooker. We should now begin to see this regulating valve begin to spin, okay? See, it's already starting to spin. So what it's actually doing is keeping the pressure in, at the same time allowing a little bit of pressure out. Now you see, while that is spinning, while that is cooking, I repeat, do not try to open this, even regardless if there is a safety feature on this pressure cooker, okay? Because like I've said, not all pressure cookers are alike. There are pressure cookers that doesn't have this safety feature. So do not try to open this up while that is still spinning, while there is still pressure inside here. Now say for example, when you're done cooking, now as to how long, there's really no magic number, okay? Some say 20 or 30 minutes, 45 minutes, maybe an hour. Now as far as I'm concerned, I like to check it every 20 minutes, okay? So let's say, for assuming it's already 20 minutes, what you're going to do is turn off the fire, okay? Lift this and make sure to lift it sideways, okay? That way, then just release the pressure. Allow the pressure to come out, or maybe you can also do this to help release the pressure, but just that is already fine. Just release the pressure, and once the pressure is all out, we should see this valve go down, allowing us to open the pressure cooker, okay? Okay, so anytime now that should drop, okay? Watch the valve drop. See? And all the steam came out. Now, just a matter of precaution before you consider opening the lid, lift this up to make sure that absolutely no more pressure is inside the pressure cooker. Now we can safely open the pressure cooker. See? Very easy. So you see, that is how you use a pressure cooker safely. Now again, as to cooking time, it will really depend upon the type of meat you are trying to tenderize. Okay, as far as I'm concerned, I like to check it within the first 20 minutes, and should it need to be tenderized more, then I will cook it some more. Again, I would just like to emphasize, while there's still pressure inside here, do not try to open this, okay? Make sure to open this up first, let all the pressure out, and once the pressure has all been released, that is the only time that you should consider opening the lid, okay? Now, if you're wondering what this is for, this is only intended to elevate the meat that you are trying to tenderize. So you can just fill this up with water up to here and then place the meat here, okay? Because there are times when you're cooking for too long and you place the meat here, there's a tendency that the meat would get burned. And also, not only that, you can also use this for steam cooking, okay? You can just put the level of the water somewhere up to here and then let the steam do the cooking even when the lid is on, because the reason why this is called a pressure cooker, because it's not really exactly only the heat that is going to tenderize the meat, but it is more importantly the pressure. Hence, it is a pressure cooker. So there's really nothing to fear when it comes to using a pressure cooker. Okay, like I've shown earlier, there are safety features. On this model, there are at least 4. We have the locking safety feature, we have one safety relief valve, and another backup safety relief valve, and then you have this regulatory or regulating valve. So 4 safety features. So there's really nothing to be afraid of. So anyway, I do believe that's it. I just want to put this out there, okay? Maybe this can help someone out. Now, before I end this video, I would just like to say, okay, I do not advertise for this product. I'm not affiliated or associated with this, nor am I affiliated or associated with any stores online that sells this product, okay? I bought this with my own money. I bought this for my aunt as a gift because I already have a pressure cooker of my own. So I hope you like this video. I hope you found it informative, okay? If you do, let me know in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe if you want to. Only if you want to, and as always, thank you for watching.